terms of mystery, I mean, he's a little bit older than you would normally start a horse. And
yeah, he's about a year older than what I would normally start. Right. I like to start them around 3, depending on their size. The average size, average horse, I like to start at 3. If they're a little bit smaller, like he kind of was, then we wait a year because you want those bones and that skeletal structure to develop a little more before you start putting a guy like me on there. You know, I'm 220 pounds or so. You put a 40-pound saddle on there. There's 260 pounds that you gotta think about that horse and be careful with them and make sure that they're fully developed or much better developed. The same thing happens with a relatively large horse. They tend to mature slower. So a horse that looks like he might be big enough to ride is really not skeletally ready for you because his growth plates haven't stopped growing or stopped closing.
Okay. Good boy.
You did a good job on him. He's trying you a little bit here and there, but nothing really huge.
Yeah, he's just a little sluggish turning away from me is all.
Yeah. Okay, so are you satisfied with where you're at? It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but what you can see is that you do need to work on him turning away from you a little bit sharper, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. So okay.
I feel like I just need to kind of get back in the groove, and then I don't feel like he's going to continue to push.
Right.
Or take advantage.
Yeah, and when you know that, and you can kind of feel that in him, then it's time to take mental note that okay, I need to work him. When we come into the corral from now on for the next several 3-4 sessions, work him on his turns away from you. Work 1 or 2 towards you, but do twice as many away from you until he gets them nice and sharp, and then you can leave that alone again. But that's so a mental note is take him in and work on his turns away from you primarily, and you don't have to overdo it because you're not teaching him how. You're just trying to get him a little sharper at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what I would do if I were you is I would grab that blanket that's underneath your saddle or start out just running at him like you did before to make sure he's going to stand and accept that. And then if he accepts that, then you pick something up and put it in your hand and do the same. Very good. Very good. Good job. Now he turned away. What I witnessed here is that as he turned his head away, you saw him start to move away, and you slowed down ever so much, but it wasn't enough that you were going to really make a dramatic stop, but enough to kind of take the pressure off, and that is absolutely perfect on your part. Good job.
Boy.
You're reading your horse, and you're reading what he is doing on how he's reacting to you, and that's what you want to do. That's very good action on your part.
Good boy.
Very good.
Boy.
And he's looking away, but that's okay. I would work on it again, just touch on it, just like you're doing here, 2 or 3 times a side, and then I would still, even though he's looking away from you, not just standing still, because he is trying to avoid. He's moving away. He's in there. He's anticipating you. There you go. Good job. Oh, good job. You moved to bring his attention back. That's fantastic.
Good boy. Good. Oh, much better.
That's much better. So I would turn him around, do the same thing, and if he holds well for you, then go ahead and put something in your hand, a tarp or bag or even that saddle blanket, and do the same thing, both sides.
Good boy. Man, he sure got chunky in the last week.
The same thing can be said of me when I don't move much. I get chunky pretty fast as well. Wait till you age a little bit. You'll feel the same thing. That's good. Good job. Very good. So is it still a little more comfortable with you on his near side than his off side?
Mm-hmm. Good boy.
And it looks like the weather over there is beautiful today.
Oh, it's great. It's perfect.
Yeah, it is here too. No wind, calm, beautiful.
Good boy. Oh, you have a mess.
Okay. with what you're doing there, I would say he's really good. So now you're not going to do anything different other than I picked that blanket up. Oh, he's following you. There you go. I picked that blanket up. Good job putting him back in his place, and then do the same thing on this side, and then turn him on the other side, because chances are he's going to accept it a little more on this side because he's more comfortable. Oh, good job. Good job.
Good boy.
All right. Celia, how are you doing? She says that I never know in hockey what offsides is either. Well, it's a little different offsides, and I'm not too familiar with hockey, but I can just about guarantee you it's not the same. So, I'll just kind of reiterate, the near side is the side that Taryn's on, his left side is the near side, and the off side is the side she's on now. She's on his off side, and it's mainly the side that we don't do near as much with. And some of those that have been with us before,